Greetings, everyone, and welcome into the Hourglass. Welcome if you are new. Hi, tarot lovers, tarot babes, and if you're new to tarot, welcome into the world of symbolism and synchronicities. All right, and your higher self, not to mention, right? All right, so I've been shuffling in deep thought, or aka meditation, and I wanted to share with you guys an experience I had a few days ago. So, not to divulge too much information, but I'm on my cycle. I started the new year on the new moon, and now I'm flipping back to the full moon cycle when it comes to my menstrual. But anyway, I got up one night and I needed to use the bathroom. So I head to the bathroom, and while I was on my throne, I felt like this burning sensation to the back of my neck. So it came on suddenly and very unusual to feel that way. The room was cool, my bathroom was cool, but I felt like this flash of heat, this fever. So I grabbed my Chinese fan that I use to kind of fan my makeup, or I fan my rose toners, and I started to fan myself. And when I was fanning myself, I could feel like I wanted to panic. So I started to say some breathing affirmation. So every time I inhale, I would say, "Breathe, baby. I am alive." I exhale. Inhale again. "Congratulations, babe. I have another chance." And all the time I was repeating these, very sacred affirmations, I could feel myself relaxing during this hot sensation to the back of my neck. It was directly, like, say if you wear a chain, where your chain would sit on the back of your neck. It was directly there. And I remember touching it before I took out the fan. And I was like, what is this? So I got up from the bathroom and, walk into my bed. I felt like this deep relaxation just flood over me, just washed over me. And I felt anchored again. I felt like myself again. Because, sometimes when we suddenly fall into a trip, or we suddenly go through something that feels very unusual, we tend to panic, all right? So this deep breathing got me into this deep thinking, right? So I was like, what was that? What was that hot flash about? And I heard the word seeds. So I automatically, because I'm into my tarot, so I automatically thought about the Seven of Pentacles, where we see that gardener kind of like stepping back, analyzing the growth of some seeds that was planted. So it felt like I was activated again. Those of you know what I'm talking about. When that DNA has recoded, or when something was activated within you, I felt like this fullness within myself. I felt like this magical energy. I know it sounds kind of like whimsical, but that's how I felt when I laid back into my bed. I felt like this breath of fresh air. Those of you that burns camphor, you see that fresh air that you smell when that camphor starts to release in the air. I felt that. I felt like this, I don't know, I don't want to say it was purifying, but it felt really good. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. That was a few days ago. Some of you may have experienced like hot or dizzy sensation, this burning of the body. That could also be that burning fire within your heart. All right. Some of you have like this very beautiful cosmic flame going on in your heart space that wants to be noticed. It's calling for you to be noticed. All right. So let's jump into the read. Enough of my blobbering. You guys could share your experience down in the comment section. I would love to hear about it, because I know I'm not the only one that has experienced that. And also I've been seeing stuff that kind of melt my heart. I don't know if because I'm on my cycle, I'm extra emotional and sensitive, but I do follow a lot of beta fishes pages on my personal Instagram. And one of the fish owners or fish people mentioned that one of their betas is getting ready to pass because they have a tumor. So it kind of got me thinking, how important it is to kind of prepare a very safe environment for our pets, all right? Because we want them to be striving, not just living. So it's very important, those of you that are pet owners or pet parents, it's very important to create this healthy, safe environment for our pets, because pets really help us to reconnect with our higher self, our childlike self as well. And not to mention, they bring a lot of healing towards us and understanding. So let's get into it. I wanted to shuffle one of my favorite decks that I use as an oracle. Sometimes I use it for my personal reads, but the breakthrough card keeps popping out. I shuffled this deck 3 times and I was going at it and it keeps snapping at me. Once it fell on the ground, I was like, okay, that's a do-over, right? And the second time it snapped at me. I put it back in the deck. The third time it snapped on me and it fell on my manifestation station. So I'm like, you know what? Let's run with it. So the breakthrough card comes through today for a lot of us that may be going through this darkness, this dark spell. And this could all be internal, or this could be what's happening in your life. You may feel like you're struggling or stumbling through a dark period. Let me tell you that it's not to prevent you from becoming stronger. Actually, it's preparing you for some sort of breakthrough. So it's time for you to get on your horse. We do have a horse. Some of you may be horse people, or you own a horse, or you always wanted to ride a horse. Whatever, there's a horse that may be crossing your path right now, and horses, they're very loyal, or they symbolize loyalty and protection. You know, horses has been one of our help aids from the beginning of time, or beginning of civilizations. So horses tend, or horse people tend to carry a lot of burdens on their back, all right? But they're strong. They have what it takes to get through with these burdens. So whoever this may resonate, if you understand, you are more than prepared to carry whatever burdens that you may have right now. You're more than prepared, and you're strong to do so as well. So get determined, be as willing as a horse. We also see like a volcano. We also see like a volcano and some suns here. So use the power of 1,000 suns, of that masculine spirit, that willpower, to kind of walk this road to that light, all right? The volcano coming through, there is going to be an eruption in your life. This is new earth, because volcanoes signify this new earth, this new ground that's coming, preparing here. We also have like a lot of this orangey red that talks about passion. For me, the strength of your passion. Your passions cannot be pinned up. And if it is, that is about to be released. You're about to break through whatever obstacles, or you're about to jump over. With the horse, you're about to jump over the obstacle. And let me tell you, when I had that burning sensation, and it was like 3-4 a.m. that time when it happened, you know, when I woke up, I'm like, I'm gonna soak off my nails, because I have to reconnect with myself. I want to feel the senses. You know, when I'm all glamored up and I have my nails on, I'm not really connecting with things. When I touch my crystals, I don't feel 100% connected. Now that my nails are off, I could touch, my senses are now reconnected, all right? So it's a time for you to know that you're coming out of a stagnation, or a time of inactivity, or just passive aggressive energy. Don't let anything stop you or detour you. This is the guidance that's coming from this card. So we're about to hop into another deck to see what this may be about. We're going to hop into the tarot as well. So horse people, those of you that connect with horses. I don't know, when I looked at the horse, it's a white horse, or a gray horse, or a gray steed, however, a thoroughbred. However, some of you may look very like, you know, fluffy, or really firm and cut like a horse. You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, horse people, whatever difficulties, again, whatever circumstances you're going through, you have the willpower to get through it. You are strong, and you're able to bear this. You heard it first, hey, on the hourglass, my loves. All right, so let's jump into another deck. I know I've been talking a lot, and it's so much energy that I feel right now. And we do have this full moon in Leo, so that energy is going to give you that oomph, that fire that you need to kind of stay your course, all right? So let's hop into another deck. Oh my goodness, I missed y'all. How was your guys' weekend? We're in the last days of Aquarius season. We're going through Pisces next. We have Moon in Libra. Let's put this deck away. I'm trying to stay organized as well, my loves, because I realize that that is very, very important for me, for my lifestyle as well. And it helps me to kind of focus, you know, be clear about what I want right now. All right, Libras, or you have Libra placement, or some of you could be dealing with a Libra. Many of you know that Libra people or Moon in Libra. I'm a Libra sun. And I do have a Libra moon. Yeah, I do have a Libra moon. So it reads, avoid making serious decisions and instead focus on creating harmony within your relationships. Now, relationships does not have to stop at your earthly people or earthly human beings. This could be, again, with your pets, with your guides, with angels, guardians, orishas, whomever you understand and resonate with, all right? The relationship with yourself, the relationship with your family, your children as well. Some of your children may need extra attention, you know, even though they may not ask for it, or they don't complain, or they don't come up front and say what's bothering them, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. A lot of times we tend to overlook our children because they're not paying bills. They don't understand the stresses of the world, or so we think. But there are, you know, issues that they're going through. Some may even be suffering from depression and need that parental nurture. You get what I'm saying? So that's just some of the scenarios that could be popping at this time. So Libra people, or Moon in Libras. So it wants you to avoid making serious decisions right now, because I feel like it's a changeable time for a lot of us. And, you know, Libras, we love beautiful things and we love good things in life, and tapping into our natural creative spark would help bring some sort of harmony that's needed at this time. Now, the animal that resonates with Moon in Libra or Libra people is the hare. And I have been watching some movies, I think it was Equinox, where the animal the hare was starring in that movie, and it kind of symbolized fertility and spring. So that may be important to you. This could also be occurring in the spring equinox for those of you that resonates. So the hare again talks about fertility. That could be eggs, and it could also be seeds. So there's seeds again. Now, if you're not pregnant, or you cannot get pregnant at this time, that could also be referring to the fullness, because when you're pregnant, you are full with life. So even if you cannot get pregnant at this time, you are definitely full of life. There's a magical energy that's trying to connect with you as well. So Libra energy, if you had a Libra parent, I know my mom, she's a Libra as well. Libra tends to want their kids to be involved in their interests and their hobbies. And at times when children are not seeing eye to eye with what their parents want to do, there tends to be a little bit tension or gap. Please do not leave that issue divide you. Try to figure out, what does your children like to be engaged in, and how could you be involved, and how could you be a part of that? Now, also with Libras, I had this tendency when I was younger, maybe in my 20s, I would avoid very tense situations or tense emotions, and I had to teach myself how to stop trying to avoid or escape, but how to face up either my fears or my faults or just my truth. You know what I'm saying? So I do know this Libra loves to lead, because I have a lot of fire placements. So I'm fire, air, and water. So I love to lead. I love to have the last say. I tend to be a headache at times, and I do suffer from migraines. So those of you that have that Libra energy, or you have Libra in your family, or you're dealing with a Libra, check in with them. They might be suffering from headaches right now because the crown chakra may be expanding, or there's a little bit tension, stressful tension here that's affecting your Libra. All right. So yeah. They talked about harmony within your relationships, and that's because Libra we love to kind of relate to people that we care about. We love to have that connect, and we do so through art, we do so through communication, having very heated debates, whatever, right? So those are just things that you could learn from a Libra. as well, living in harmony or trying to create lovely spaces so you could have that time of relaxation. So again, it may not be a wise decision to make very serious decisions right now. All right, that means it's changeable. There are breakthroughs happening at this time, could be with your lover or in your life. So let's wait it out and see. All right, have some patience. So let's go into the tarot and see how let's go into the tarot and see how these two cards would help with the story. All right, so that could take as side notes or guidance. What's going on? I want to see, because this feels more like the full moon in Leo. Leo and Libra are very great pairs as well. They bring out the best in each other, but it tends to have a little bit of ego clashes because one may be more self-centered than the other. So let's see what we could do with this Leo moon and Libra energy. Again, it doesn't have to be a zodiac calling or zodiac sign. This could also be the season, because we all go through the zodiac seasons, don't we? So there may be a breakthrough with a Libra or Libras. Those that resonate are going through a breakthrough. So it's changeable right now. All right. I also feel like with Libra energy, you know, we tend to minimize our needs. Now is not the time to do so. Even if you are restricted from making a very serious decision right now, try not to minimize your needs or avoid heavy or hard conversations, my love. That is called self-abandonment. So let's see what's going on with this breakthrough. Could be in a relationship. There could be some harmony coming through. We have the Five of Swords. There could be a little bit of tension. Some very heated words or harsh words could have possibly be exchanged, or right now somebody may be very harsh right now or cold. We have Aquarius energy, so we have some air placements going on, and that could be the season as well. We have Judgment coming out. That's that final decision. We have the Page of Pentacles coming out in reverse. Interesting. So there could be someone that's a little fickle when it comes to making a final decision. Some of you may be dealing with someone that's going through a judgment phase, or they're going through their own karma from past choices that they made. This could also feel like somebody is stuck in what was said. It's almost like this Libra energy. Someone could be constantly thinking about what to say, the right things to say, or it's always having to read out somebody's silence. Hey, what is going on? Page of Pentacles in reverse, easily distracted. Somebody's easily distracted because of their finances. There's also some sort of breadcrumbing going on. Hey, wow. All right, so we have the Magician. Somebody created a sticky situation by being a little bit manipulative here with a Libra. Or Taurus. We have Taurus, we have Cancers, we do have Aries. So we have Aries, Gemini, or Virgos here. This could all be seasons, my love, so take it how it resonates. Like I said, someone is paying for the choices or the deeds that they have committed in the past. This could have left the situation out in the cold, or the both of you are struggling right now, but there's a sense of loyalty here with the Horse. Now, one thing I have to say, because of someone's being easily distracted, they may have made some mistakes and they're paying for it. I have to mention that again. With the Five of Swords, this could be a very complicated situation, or this person's deeds made things complicated between the both of you. Now, the Five of Swords behind the Magician is really calling to me. I felt like this loss when I saw the Five of Swords. Either the wrong words were said, or too many misunderstandings. Somebody's now reflecting on that and wants some sort of redo or restart. They may even want to compromise, or they want some sort of forgiveness. It's like, I want to talk to you, I want to communicate to you, but I'm being held back because of how I dealt with the situation, the choices I made while dealing with the situation. I'm paying for it. I have a lot of remorse, and I want your forgiveness. That could resonate with someone here. Something is very clear to someone. We have fives maybe following you guys at this time, or again, it's a changeable time with the fives. This change may have happened because somebody felt conflicted, or there was a lot of misery in the manipulation, or the way how this person decided to carry things out here with the Magician. I'm hurting. I'm hurting without my loved one here. It's like another loss, but this loss is very, it hits the core here. And I feel like somebody's deep reflection with the Judgment and the Three of Wands, they're now understanding some sort of message or signs were coming to them, but they were kind of playing around with that, feeling like they could have kind of manipulate the situation in their favor. But it was like playing too much games here to win. All right, this could have been the way how someone was taught. Maybe they're not really mature with a page of Pentacles in reverse. They lack focus. Okay, so this person may have big dreams, but they could be irresponsible. It's somebody went through the mud here with this person. Went through a lot of mess here with the Five of Pentacles as well. So they're reflecting here. They're looking at other perspectives with the Judgment. You know, you could have been dealing with people in your life that's just always seeing the sadness or the losses. And it's like, you know, how it's like you can't always try to pick that person up or lift their spirits, because eventually they kind of outweigh yours. If you're the person that always very optimistic and sees the beauty in everything with the Libra energy, and you're dealing with someone that's always in a funk, or they're just always capitalizing on the loss, it could take a toll here. All right. And I feel like for a long time, someone was not learning that, or they knew what it was, but they were just not accepting it. So we have the Phoenix energy. Some of you may have had to burn yourself down to ash to come out in this Firebird's energy, or this is what's happening to someone. Something has been done, right? And now it's time to do things in a different way. Somebody's learning a lesson for a future, or for the future here. Okay, so they're looking at the possibilities or the best choices moving forward, but it could feel like individually here with the Magician. So it's almost like, I feel lost right now, but I know I have to be on my own to get through this. That may resonate with some of you, it may not. Now, Five of Pentacles, this person may feel very lost, or they may feel like you have forgotten about them. Some of you may have stepped into your manifestation energy, where you're understanding the power you have. You understand the skills that you possess to make things happen in your life. So you may have walked away from this Five of Swords energy. Maybe in the beginning you were sad, but it's like you're going in a direction where you're starting to see that you have what it takes. You are what you need with the Magician energy. This person or you may have had fears about scarcity, you know, leaving one thing, crossing that bridge, you know, having these fears that if they leave what they have, they would not be better off. That's what I'm getting here with the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like through some sort of trial and error, somebody's learning to look at things differently for the future. It's a lot of uncertainty, so this could be an uncertain time for someone. But there's a lot of struggle here because of loss. Someone felt like they could have manipulate something. I'm also getting somebody has this golden egg. You may be the golden egg, and somebody tried to manipulate. They try to stay on top here, but they end up losing, and they lost a lot. This person may have been disconnected from their higher self. They may have been operating out of greed or self-centeredness here. They were monkeying around. Okay, so this magician was monkeying around. They were very tricky. They were having fun until this difficult period came through with the Five of Pentacles with the both of you. I'm also getting that this person wants to help, or they want to offer a solution to this difficult situation or cycle that you guys may be going through. Four of Cups with the Page of Pentacles. Let me tell you, this person may be in la la land right now. They may be feeling like fantasies, or they're overwhelmed with a lot of what ifs. Some of you, this person is realizing the value of this relationship, how harmonious or how much clarity it brought to them. I'm also feeling like, Libra, you're the judgment. If you have a Libra or Libras in your chart, you bring the judgment. You bring like this warrant to a situation, like, hey, you need to make a decision and stick with it. That could just be how you are, your strength. Okay, so I feel like somebody is going through financial difficulties. Somebody was very irresponsible with money here. They were not learning. It's almost like, you know, when you have a good paying job and you're like, oh, overspending, I'm going to make it up next week. I feel like somebody had that type of thinking until it was all gone. And now they were left with like this self-pity and nothing but pride. Hey, so this Four of Cups to the end, you know, let's see what's on the bottom here. Now we have the Four of Swords. So we have 4-4, and we have the Four of Swords, the Four of Cups energy. So it's like somebody's needing to rest, or somebody's extremely exhausted for some sort of loss that they took with finances. This has wounded somebody's pride. Maybe they were like really sure about an investment or some sort of manipulation. And when I say manipulation, it does not mean like it's negative or toxic. It means that somebody really thought that they had this in the bag. It could be a financial investment, a way how they were operating or behaving in a relationship. They really thought that they were ahead here. I feel like with the Four of Swords, there's a healing that needs to be done for this breakthrough to happen. I also feel like it's happening regardless if somebody wants it or not. It's almost like it's part of the process. So somebody may be in their ashes right now, in that rest period, to come out as this firebird or this phoenix. Now, there's a risk here for burnouts for Libra. We have the Four of Swords. Could talk about Libra. Please don't punish yourself for having to step away from a situation. You need to, in order to have this breakthrough. It's like that rest before you take that leap over some sort of obstacle or boundary out of a struggle situation with someone. I feel like there was a lot of loyalty here or devotion between you and someone, even though you were not in each other's lives, or there was a lot of struggle. It's always some madness to recover from, is what I got with the Four of Swords, Five of Pentacles. I do feel like for some of you, you may have been somebody's sanctuary, somebody's light, but they have a tendency to burn you out because this person is constantly looking at losses. It's like that's what they're prone to. So that they always look forward to a loss. And it's like it could have been very hard for you to understand that. Some of you may have a deadline coming up. Maybe there's an appointment or an interview that you need to prepare for. You need to rest so your mind could be clear when that time comes. And I also get with the Judgment, the Five of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, withdrawal or healing, but you need to be gentle with yourself in this struggle. Get back to yourself. This could also be what someone needs to do before they have this breakthrough, because it's a lot of pressure here and sadness. Wow. So this full moon in Leo may affect everyone differently. All right. So, regardless of what they're saying, what information they're giving out about how this moon should affect you, does not necessarily mean it's going to affect you in that way right away. Now, this person knows if you're in a relationship with someone that's constantly in a struggle, they're constantly in like this down attitude. This could be a very they could complain a lot. You see at the bottom here, the water is really shallow. So I feel like your person, or this could be you, in order for them to come out of this indifference, they need some sort of new experience. It's like they're looking for new things or new possibilities or a new way for thinking or looking at things differently. But it's like, I don't know, it's like either they have really high hopes, and when they feel like it's not going to be met, they're easily pulled away from it. This person could be very detached, hides their emotions. They could also feel like they don't show any interest, very indifferent, and it could be because this person is really unmotivated in life. If this person is a constant state of feeling lost, and the only time they feel alive is when they win, and they could be operating in a very like manipulative way where they're abusing their skills, their talents, their power. In the Four of Cups, this is why they're indifferent and unmotivated. So you're dealing with someone that only feels the zest of life or feel alive when they win, but they're not motivated to move in a wiser. They're not motivated to move wiser here. So they may be having certain downloads or certain new codes coming through with the Four of Cups, Four of Swords, but it's actually their choice to see the beauty with Libra, with the purpose here. You get what I'm saying? So your person may be constantly repeating lessons of loss because they're not willing or they're not motivated to take action on what they need to realign with their newer self. Because, when in the Four of Swords, the backstory is that when the warriors or the soldiers would return home, they would often rest in coffins. And in that pitch blackness, they have a chance to reflect on what was done on the battlefield. It's almost like we're leaving that behind and we're grateful for life, for surviving. And now when we come out of this coffin, this is a new part of myself re-emerging. So I feel like this is what your person is avoiding. They want new, right? They want this newness, but they're avoiding this deep reflection, this deep healing. All right. So this is something that's very disappointing, possibly to you, but this person is disappointed because they're unwilling to identify what is making them feel unmotivated and stale. Because I hate the Four of Cups energy. This is a lot of fantasy. This is a lot of wishing. This is a lot of what if, but it's stale energy. It's a lot of awareness or new codes coming through, but where's the motivation? And if this is not someone else, this is possibly you. So it's a changeable time. It's not wise to make a very serious decision, but it's okay to kind of take action on the awareness that you're receiving right now. So if somebody's withdrawn from you, they're in deep contemplation, but they're struggling to connect or realign with their better version of themselves. And this person may choose to contemplate over taking action all the time. They may be over functional in one place when it comes to winning, and then they're like under functional when it comes to healing. That's just something I'm receiving here. Yeah. So there is a lot of fantasy, and I feel like this person tends to feel like they have the power to manipulate just by thinking. But in this deep reflection, they're starting to see that action is pretty much needed. It's almost like, when that meme that says, you could pray, you could pray, you could pray, but unless you take action, it would just remain a prayer. So, that saying, God helps the child that helps himself, right? Something like that, to that effect. I feel like this person also tries to take things in their own hands. They try to manipulate things, hey? And when it doesn't happen, it's like, you know what? Unmotivated. So if you're needing solitude with the Four of Swords being the overall energy, take it. Don't feel guilty from removing yourself from a situation or going MIA right now, because some of you may be needing that protection from energies that are trying to manipulate you so they could stay on top or they could win. And this could be like really smart ass people trying to offer you things, but there's a catch. Somebody's always wanting something, hey. So beware of burnouts, my loves. And beware of negative thinking or negatively focusing on the losses. Yes, there were some missed opportunities between you and someone, but it's time to kind of let that go and focus on self-awareness. Focus on your gifts, your talents, your skills, hey. The power, the connection that you have with your power here, with the Magician. And I also feel like some of you are partnering with someone that's lacking enthusiasm about this relationship. This is possibly why they're easily distracted with the Page of Pentacles and the Four of Cups, because they need something extreme. They need to win. And if they're not winning with you, it's like distracted with something else that they could be winning at. Do you get what I'm saying? So Three of Wands, somebody wants to be happy here with the choices that they want to make for the future, but again, self-doubt is keeping someone from taking action here. This could also feel like somebody's in a long distance, or you guys may be emotionally, physically distant, and somebody's still open to working with you, but they're also waiting for you to kind of give clarity or for you to make the first move. I feel like somebody's like really conscientious about what they say, about what they do with you. There's a lot of daydreaming, fantasy about the future with someone here. It's very romantic. It could involve a lot of traveling, but again, it kind of tanks, or this person kind of feels sad about that fantasy because they're struggling with their finances. Some of you, this person may feel like what a great opportunity it would be to have you, some sort of golden egg, or your golden touch. Some of you, the Page of Pentacles, somebody's not learning the lessons of loss, and therefore their growth is stunted. So some of you may be moving on to a breakthrough, to a new earth or a new reality, and someone may be left behind and they're sulking about that, or this is something that's self-prophesized. This is something that somebody's believing here. All right, so let's see what else I want to pull here. So let's say if someone was really trying to be manipulative, maybe this is just the way how they learn to operate in life. This is something that they were good at, or something that they felt like they were good at all the time because of the winnings that they have. I'm also feeling like somebody wants to use their body, or somebody's body's on fire, that they're literally glowing. Okay, so I also get that for some of you, somebody's receiving their karma, and they know exactly why they're receiving their karma, but they're also struggling to kind of tap into a healthier, better version of themselves. It's almost like they cannot come out of this Five of Pentacles, and it could be because they're disconnected from their higher self. There's too many self-doubts here. So let's say you are dealing with a person like that, and dealing with you or coming in contact with you, it's both peaceful and refreshing, but then they withdraw because they realize that they have some catching up to do. This person is a deep contemplator, or they love to fantasize. They're wishing for a breakthrough here because, you know, there's a lot of passion or emotions here that's feeling like they want to erupt. But it's a lot of self-awareness going on with this full moon in Leo energy. All right, so in my mind, I was thinking, why is this person so distracted? And the sex addiction card came out. This also flew across my desk. Now, please pay attention. I'm only going to pick 3 cards because of the time. I asked, why is this person so easily distracted in the Page of Pentacles? The sex addiction card came out. It says, codependent on other sexual desires for me. Flashy, attention seeking, and has options. So you may be dealing with someone that connects through sex. This could be someone that was very sexually active at a young age. This is possibly how they got what they got, or they use sex as a weapon here with the 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. They could also feel like the thrill of sexual conquests makes this person feel like a winner. So this person could be often flashy. This could be sides of themselves that they don't show you, or they show you indirectly, because some of you may be very judgmental with the Judgment card showing up here. You know, they may feel like you have harsh judgments on them, so they don't show you this side, or they experienced that already. Some of you, this person may feel like you have forgotten about them because you're not sexually teasing, or you're just not as sexual as you once were. So we have, it's okay to say goodbye to someone with hopes to one day say hello to another. Someone may be feeling like you're leaving them behind and you're saying goodbye here. Maybe you walked away, you were forced to walk away, or they said something, it was the last straw, you were tired of the manipulation, or this person just being unmotivated to do something. So this person may feel like you're moving away. It's like the connection feels vague now, or you're being very vague. You know, you could be the one that's pretty busy with your life, overcoming other obstacles, and this person feels because you're not showing sexual desires towards them, they feel like it's over. I don't know. It feels like that in a way. Like, I don't know how to tell the karmic I want out. I feel guilty for wanting to leave after everything the karmic did for me. So this could be someone that's masquerading like they are the magician, but there's somebody else that's pulling the strings, so to speak. That's for some of you that has a third party interference. Third party does not mean romantic, even though for some of you it is. This could be that this person has other people given to them, given to their living situation. They could be a part of a team, a group that they make money with, and you know, they don't know how to separate themselves from that. It could also feel like their identity is kind of intertwined with a karmic situation. Something that they're not learning here, that they keep repeating lessons of loss. So this karmic, or this karmic lifestyle, could be the reason why this person is always experiencing losses, but because it's so much a part of their wins, they cannot detach from them. So for some of you, this person may have been missing ample opportunities to kind of move forward with you because of this karmic situation. It's almost like it's a part of their creed. It's a part of their mission, or they feel if it's a karmic relationship or karmic contract with a romantic individual, they feel like they're chained to this person or this situation, but it's not true. They're just unmotivated to kind of get up and do things on their own, to kind of tap into their higher self, their best version of themselves, and make things happen on their own. I can sense when your energy and feelings for me changed. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys did enjoy this message. If you didn't, it may not have been the reading for you, and that's okay. It happens. It just means that I didn't tap into your energy today. But for those of you that resonates, that understand these messages, go and big up on yourself in the comment box below. Like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell. If you feel called to hit that tip jar in the description box below, feel free, but you don't have to, my loves. Just your energy and your participation. Yeah, that's just what it is. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope you guys do have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in another channel message. Chat to you guys later. Ciao.